Well, it's matching, it's gonna be. But someone comes to it.
We're live, sir.
All right. It is July 12th, 2021. This is a duly called regular council meeting of the town of Anthony, Texas, posted in accordance with section 551.002 and 551.041 of the Open Meetings Act of the Texas Government Code. Public participation during the portion of the agenda for public comment is limited to that portion only, except that if the citizen's comments relate to a topic or subject covered under an agenda item, the citizen shall wait to speak until the agenda item comes up for discussion. At all other times during the council meeting, the audience shall not enter into discussion or debate on matters being considered by the presiding officer. Ms. Castillo, can we go ahead and do invocation and a moment of silence, please?
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Castillo, can we do a quorum check, please?
Yes, sir. Councilman Garcia.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Weeks.
Here.
Councilman Alfaro.
Here.
Councilman Chavez.
Here.
Councilwoman Flores. Here. We have a quorum, sir.
All right, item.
Open forum.
All right. Item 4, open forum for the public, limited to 2 minutes. Ms. Castillo, do we have anybody sign up for open
Nobody
forum?
signed up, sir. Nobody contacted the open forum.
Let the record reflect, nobody signed up for open forum. Moving on to item 5, review and action on minutes of regular town council meeting for June 14th, 2021.
So moved to approve.
I need to make a correction. I didn't vote for the fireworks. It was said pass by me, nothing, I didn't vote for it.
I didn't yet.
Can we go ahead and move to table the item for next council meeting for the recommended revisions?
6 years ago.
Yes,
Do I have a
sir.
motion to table?
Motion.
Do I have a second? Motion made by Councilman Chavez, seconded by Councilman Weeks to table the review and action on minutes for June 14th, 2021. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries to table. Moving on to item 6, discussion, consideration, and action of the following new business. Item 1, discussion, consideration, and action on a resolution by the town of Anthony transferring $22,500 from contingency line item number 6166 general fund to audit fees line item number 6118.
Yes, sir, this is just a resolution in reference to the last council meeting that was approved for the following year audit fees.
Move to approve.
Motion made by Mr. Weeks, seconded by Councilman Chavez. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Can you
roll call.
quorum check? I mean, roll call. Mayor Pro Tem Weeks?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Alfaro?
Here.
Councilman Chavez?
Yes.
And Councilwoman Flores? Here.
All right, moving on to item 2, discussion, consideration, and action on a resolution by the town of Anthony transferring $22,500 from contingency line item number 6166 joint utilities fund to audit fees line item number 6118 joint utilities fund.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Weeks, seconded by Councilman Garcia to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Roll call.
Mayor Pro Tem Weeks?
Yep.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Alfaro?
Yes.
Councilman Chavez?
Yes.
Councilwoman Flores? Yes. Thank you.
Item 3, discussion, consideration, and action on amending current JCMF ordinance to reflect new law truancy prevention and diversion, presented by Chief Enriquez.
I'll defer to Mr. Cardenas.
Mayor, Council, we're gonna ask you all to delete this item from the agenda. The chief and I did a little more research into the topic, and doing it in the form of an amendment is not the manner that it's gonna, to address it, it's gonna require a repeal. Just to bring you up to speed, the court is allowed to assess certain court costs. Right, there's one for a security fee for $3, $4 technology fee, juvenile case manager fee for $5, and these, in the past, the town had passed an ordinance back in 2006 where the town had approved the assessment of these court costs, and that's because the state statute at the time required that the town pass by ordinance the establishment of these fees as court costs, okay, and that was the express language of the state statute, okay. So now, what's happened since 2020? 2019, they had repealed those costs and have grouped them into more of a $14 total fee, okay? So the short of it is, the state statute, the current state statute now does not require that the town pass it by ordinance anymore. It's just by state law says, hey, you assess these $14, which includes some of these fees that I just discussed. And so what the town needs to do, and my recommendation to the chief, is to pass an ordinance repealing these court costs that were passed back in 2006 because they're no longer effective. Now it's a combined $14 court cost fee. And that $14 fee does not require another ordinance to pass it and to be approved by you all. State statute establishes it, and it is what it is. So that's why we're asking that you all pull this item from the agenda, and we're gonna have to bring it back for a repeal of those court costs.
Move to delete.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Weeks, seconded by Councilman Garcia to delete item 4. All in favor?
Aye.
Actually, item 3. Aye. All right. Moving on to item 4, discussion, consideration, and action on amending agreement dated July 6, 2021 between the Town of Anthony, Texas and Real Big LLC DBA Race El Paso.
Move to approve.
I have a motion made by Mr. Weeks to approve the item.
Second.
Do I have a second? Seconded by Councilman Alfaro. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
Notice we were going to make, so we should throw it away.
Yes, sir, and that's gonna be from Hotel Malta, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to item 7, executive session. It is now 6:45. We will stop the live streaming and go into executive session, and at the time come out and want to